Hello everybody. Is everybody having a lovely time? Don't worry, I am just about to make sure that everybody can see me. I know it's perhaps not completely prerequisite, but you know, feels like a decent thing to do. And we could even, oh yeah, here's the thought. Why don't we jiggle the cam a little bit northward? That ought to do, he says. Yeah, I guess that's basically true. We could even shrink it down a little bit, just to take up only a monumentally small part of the screen. I guess monumentally small is a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? But here we are. Ooh, we have music. Oh, we have sound. I am checking on my headphones, and yes, indeed, I hear what's going on. I see the meters are going. And so on. Yeah. Welcome everybody, this is Captain Turtle Waffle coming to you from Copenhagen, where the good waffle always shines. That's the idea anyway. Yeah. I'll just take the camera down a little bit. There we go. That'll be good. Then I gotta get rid of those red lines because otherwise they're gonna bother me. There we are. Lovely, lovely. Sorry, you couldn't see those red lines, but I could. And I have my red lines, and the red lines are one of those red lines. That's just how the cookie crumbles around here. And welcome to Gondor. It's been a while since we've been in this realm, at least from a stream perspective. And my oh my oh my. Things are gonna happen, and King's men are gonna die. And a whole bunch of orcs, probably. Orcs and trolls and everything that rolls. We're bringing it all online, as it were. We're spying on them. They have some beasts, but those beasts are not really capable of getting them in as Ithil at the moment, so we shall rest assured that they won't show up out of nowhere. Last time we captured Denethor, a lovely, lovely addition to our side of things, and we have also defended Denethor successfully. Of course, canned, not really ones for letting it all go and letting bygones be bygones. They have decided to just keep attacking us, and I suppose Harad also need a little bit more persuasion, as it were. So, to that end, we are sending troops, and training troops, and sending troops, and training troops, and sending troops. Troops are being trained and sent all the time. It's a lovely thing in this life of crime. Or maybe crime is what we're deterring. I think so, probably. But anyhow, we're on turn 84, and I am determined that this is the episode where we start pushing into Mordor. It's gonna be necessary. We have pushed Mordor out of basically anywhere that's not Mordor, and now we need to properly enter their territory. In order to do this well, we are going to need certain things, such as ballistas, and so we are training ballistas, or building them, I suppose. Building them and training the crews to man them. We're having a good time doing it. Are we having a good time? Yes, we are! Okay, good. Ending a turn, is that where we are? Yeah, I guess so. We're besieging Derweth. Mostly for lack of anything better to do. Okay, let's give turn 84 a go. So how's everybody doing out there? How is the waffling treating you? Are you having a good summer? Is summer having a good you? I mean, tell me what's going on, and please tell me true. Or not. I mean, hey, you can always leave me guessing. Oh, Isengard, 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 Isengard. Were it not for you. Okay, so what we got here? Grashuk comes with, oh, a bunch of troops actually. Some Urukai infantry, those are nasty. Nasty, nasty beasts and berserkers. Okay, okay. And Tarts, of course, also has a fair bunch. This is actually a bit more than I bargained for. So I think I'm just gonna enter and run away. Of course, the risk is that our troops run in all sorts of different directions with a setup like this. I actually did not conceive that they would just pull an army out of the shadows like that. We could try to just stand and fight it. It's always a possibility. It's just not a great one. We do have cavalry advantage. And though, yeah, 178 over there, they do have a lot more troops than we do. We would need things to go very, very close to perfect. Let's see. Let's see. If our troops are not compromised in any meaningful way, then we might see ourselves fit to putting up a fight. We're gonna see. Jiggering a stand, jiggering a stand, jiggering a stand with my mortal hand. Alright then. Come at me, Isengard. I guess if we go over here, our reinforcements will be close. Yeah, they will. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I mean, this army would be no trouble. It's combining it with all this lot that proves a bit troublesome. Individually, we could take care of them just fine. Mostly. There's berserkers too. Berserkers and Urukai infantry together. We are somewhat outclassed. And so I'm gonna have to say the almighty words. Run away! Run away! Very exciting, I know.
Snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. They will not be so lucky next time.
That's what happens on occasion. But you know, life goes on. Don't you know? We've got plenty of spunk left in the gunk. We're gonna do some stuff. Oh, there's an ambulance passing by out there. I really hope that nobody's hurt, but usually the presence of an ambulance proves otherwise. Especially when they have the whole blaring. All horns blaring. Hey there! Oh, what do we have there? Ah, do you have a solution to play DAC without the problem of alt-tabbing and screen going black? That's a nice rhyme, by the way. I appreciate that. Yes, there is a solution to that. So, what you want to do is to go into the program files, essentially. You know what? Fucking it. Why don't I just show you? Why don't I just show you? Would you be interested in me just showing you? Just let me know, because I can alt tab out and just show you on stream, and it won't be too bad. And then we'll just hope that everybody is down with like modding advice, I guess. Not that I do a lot of modding, but I have learned some basics. Yeah, you gotta go into the TATW batch. Let me just okay. Let's just do this. So I'm just going to bring up my proper files here. It'll take a minute, then you'll see. Okay. So first I just gotta do a display capture. Okay, there we are. There we are. So what we are in is basically we're in our program files, Steam apps. You probably know that. Common. Then we go into the game. Then we go into mods and we click the one that we're working on, and we go into this is when we go into the TATW file. And what happens when we go in here is that we have all sorts of little options, and the one we are going to be interested in is under the bracket of video, and there is a borderless. Okay, so in its vanilla form, you know, right out of the box, it's going to say windowed equals true, and there's going to be an X next to it or something. And we're just going to click that away. That's the first thing that I've already done here. And then we're going to enter this line beneath it, right? Just using enter like this, and then entering the borderless window equals true, just as I've written it here. And when you do that, then it will effectively eliminate the border. That it'll enter borderless window mode. So, and this does two things. If you're running multiple screens, you can run your cursor between the screens, like I'm currently doing. And then if you alt tab out of the program, it also allows you to do so smoothly without any loading screens. And that black screen is indeed a loading screen. So, boom, 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 boom. Okay, quick aside. I hope you enjoyed that. So, Rune expands. Hooray for that. No, not hooray for that. Bloody heck, they don't like us very much. And they're our neighbors. So we don't like that. Yeah. There's naught that we can do about that for now. Oh, there's an orc over there. Shall we go stab him? My lord, shall we go stab the orc? Yes, we shall, my son. Yes, we shall. Alright, what else is going on? Well, this army has not moved at all, which is curious. They usually do, unless they are sort of considering whether to make the first move, like Athruk is probably doing. But maybe they're waiting for someone. I guess they are. That's what must be going on. I don't know, maybe they want some extra great beasts or something, who knows. But it does give us time to assemble our squad of ballistas. How are we doing down here in Denethor? Actually, we're doing just fine. We're not retraining for anything substantial. Ooh, Dauntless Days, if I'm going to play that. You know, I haven't thought about it so far, but I could look into it. Q4, you say? Yeah, okay, it's winter time. It's winter time. I'll be less busy. I can probably get to grips with a new game. Yeah, why not? Maybe you want to keep reminding me, because occasionally I can have a... my mind can be a bit of a busy place, especially during summer, because I usually have, you know, I'm a musician, so I have hundreds of songs to learn and things like that. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'd love to remember that. And I would love to be reminded. Yeah, but I'm not too familiar with Dauntless Days, actually. Game? Mod? What is it? Let me know. Alright. So, Grave of Giggles is about to be assaulted, one thinks. Maybe they're just waiting for us to lose a few more troops. They sometimes do. But, That's okay. We can lose a few troops and still win the battle, for sure. It's on the artillery engine. Ah, okay, okay. So I need to get that game then. Okay. Actually, I've never played Attila Total War. It would be something I'd be curious to try. And I suppose it would be a very neat fit for the channel in so many ways. So I am definitely interested.
Onward.
We are gonna smack up some pirate booty.
Vanquish the enemy.
Hello, Lord Farazon.
My enemy.
You are apparently the heir of the realm. Tee-hee. I'm gonna bash you about.
Enemies of Gondor
Tee-hee.
shall remember this day. Slay them.
And I'm gonna request some more cavalry assistance. Tee-hee.
Joining forces.
It's not great cavalry, but you know, it'll do. Ah, we can get these guys as well. Alright,
Quell this evil.
on we go. Varazon, you are mine now. And then there is some... yeah, a little smattering of troops coming in behind him.
For the White City.
Tee-hee. Tee-hoity-hoity-doy.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Oh, does it now? With our full Balor army at our disposal? Yeah, I suppose it should be swinging in our favor. If it wasn't swinging in our favor, I'd be severely disappointed. Okay. So we have a very simple mission today. We just kill, murder, maim everything. Shoot that man. Kill, murder, maim, shoot everything about that man. The Nara household guard won't die, but, you know, we're gonna at least try to make it happen anyway. Come on, my little friends. You can't give up now. You need to get closer so my archers can actually hit you. Ooh, trying a Dunland campaign, being attacked by Rohan and Erdwyth, while goblins make peace with me every turn for 1500 gold. Any beginning help for Dunland? Well, I'd say making peace with the goblins routinely for money is a wonderful way to choose the game. I am not that experienced with Dunland as a faction, particularly in its newest iteration, in the new version of the game. I will say that you will want to find ways of tackling the javelins of Erdwyth. That's really important because they can really cause you some damage. You don't want to use too many heavy infantry units against them. Rather use like archers and cavalry. I tend to find that's a pretty good mix to take them out because they don't have that much armor and they will be plowed down in a charge or something similar. As pertains to Rohan, that's where you just want to be spamming your pikes. And Dunland has very decent pikes, actually. So spamming your pikes against them will definitely work. Rohan's infantry is painfully low tier. No matter which stage of the game you're at. Even your basic pikes will actually do decently against them. Okie dokie. And now we're going to take out the cavalry for a spin. So I think that's the basic gist of it. If I can imagine that as Dunland, trying to hold Tharbad can become quite a stretch. But that being said, if you can manage to hold Tharbad, of course, it's a great gain long term. But you may have to find you may find yourself in a situation where you have to sacrifice it short term in order to survive, and then come back for it. There goes the Lord Fadathon. And they are routed. Good. The footman's still standing though, to my great annoyance. What else can we say about Dunland?
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Well, follow the Unite the Clan scripts if you can. Of course, that I'd imagine that does involve holding Tharbad. But here's the thing. Taking their capital might be a really good idea. Taking the capital of Enedwaith and just focusing on that. Enedwaith are basically never going to leave you alone. You could try to make peace with them. Any peace would be temporary though. Yeah.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
As for Rohan, you will be helped by Isengard, but probably not as much as you'd imagine playing other campaigns. I should do a Dunland campaign at some point. I still have yet to really try them out for realsies. And there's its Gollum. We bear the brunt of the chief hatred of the Dark Lord, for the hatred comes down out of the depths of time and over the deeps of the sea. Isengard just stands there. Oh, well. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? Yeah. Isengard is one of those factions that usually takes on Rohan really well. As we've seen, though, occasionally, and also in this campaign, Rohan can actually get the jump on them basically without any other help. Like here, where they have essentially managed to neuter them by capturing both Fodberg and Eisenrun, and at that point, Isengard is basically done because you're trapping them inside Isengard. So I mean, they're clawing their way toward holding Derweth. You know, they clawed it back from Rohan, and now they're trying desperately to hold it from us. But it's a losing battle for them at that point. Yeah, but looking at a map over here, if we're talking about Dunland, then like Byrig is your most important settlement. It's also the one that's hardest for the enemy to take, so that's good. But yeah, if you can early doors take on, I mean, my instinct playing as Dunland would be to start by trying to make peace with Rohan, actually, right out of the gate, and of course the goblins, if ever they get aggressive, and then take on Enedwaith early doors, and just push all troops into taking their capital of Alkfud, because it's just a normal town, and it can actually fall pretty easily if you know what you're doing, and then you have neutered them pretty hard. Then you might even stop them from taking Tharbad. But if you let them take Tharbad, that can actually be a strategy in and of itself, because it comes naturally with a pretty heavy garrison, and not having to deal with that could be a boon to you.
Come and get me, you coward. Slay them.
Let's see, do we have more cavalry in the area? Yes, of course we do.
I will only address you.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Quell this evil.
Smack.
Ha! We've destroyed them. Assail the enemies of. Ready your weapons.
Do we have some siege equipment? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we could actually. Let me think. Smacky dacky doodle.
This evil! Never shall they return.
Away you go.
Forward, maintain order.
Captain of Gondor.
And then you could go. No, you don't have the movement.
Captain of Gondor.
Bugger me. We just need one unit to do something glorious.
Command. Not possible. We can't
Smack the DAC.
marching to war. Victory in your name.
Alright.
my lord.
At this point, we've got what it takes.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
I believe us to be ready to take on the stronghold.
Enemies of Gondor.
Right? They don't really get any defenders. They are relatively weak. It's a 4-to-1 battle, and their reinforcements will not be of any help. They don't have any commanders. You know, it's just... This should be an auto-resolve waiting to happen. And it works like a charm. Alright, we've got Tarnos back.
Push the enemy.
Tarnos is back, Tarnos is back, Tarnos is back. We're gonna occupy it.
Watch for the enemy.
So we serve our tax income. Oh, what's that? Conscription camp? Nope. The bloody imbeciles, they sacked the place. But, you know, that's what happens sometimes.
Captain of Gondor.
Right, at this point, we're going to put some pressure on Dol Amroth, I think.
Slay them.
We need to take that one out. Then Hanon can go to Ethelland, and we can even send some additional troops. Some little troopsies. Whoopsie doopsies.
As you wish. Merging armies, my lord. Joining forces, my lord.
How lovely.
Ready your weapons.
So now we have two armies that are going to go and try to restore some order in this land. And then with that done, we can truly focus on neutering the south. We've even gotten a little bit of cash out of this, so we could use it for the creation of a military garrison, which will actually be economically advantageous, as well as a nice little defensive mechanism. Then there's Arthric over here. You know what? We need to take a look at this guy. Whenever we have... What, do we have any other spies in the region? Not really. They're sitting in Derwith, of all places. Dantalad. Okay. I feel like we should probably get you out of there so we can keep a proper eye on our border with Rune, because they're going to get more aggressive. Oh, and Dol Guldur, obviously, because... Okay, no movement on the border yet. That's important. That's good. Moria and Angmar at war. I'm beginning to think that the goblins might be our allies now. I mean, not that it's true, but it's beginning to feel that way. So Grondos gets a way station. That's a lovely thing. It's very good. And Heldenur, you've gotten yourself a barracks. Yeah, okay. Of course, that's a lovely thing. That's why we can retrain the Marines and the Guardsmen that we've seen. Pelagir, you've got Lertana, but of course we don't really have the money to push you any further today. Karasastra to upgrade, and well, we will. Just not today, so we might as well push up taxes and get some eco development underway. Alright. And soon these guys will be retrainable as well, so that's going to be a good time. these fellas, these archers, yeah, they can retrain in Ethering, but they can get there next turn, so no need to move them now. Fanwilond, steady, I suppose. Just hold for, just Wall of Musab, just do nothing for 3 turns and I'll be happy, okay? Ooh, this little jingle here at the end. It feels very nice, but it's also just really, really long. All right. Gazul arrives, and Folong the Fat is ready.
Let them have it, man.
Okie dokie. Now, of course, to anyone watching, this episode is like episode number 27 in a campaign. So, for anyone just stopping by, seeing what it is, and going, "Hey, oh, this seems like I'm knee deep in something." Yeah, you kind of are. Yeah. That's sort of the nature of the beast with this one, which is also why I think in future, I'm gonna try to see if I can feature mostly like newer campaigns on something like this, because I want it to be accessible, you know. But anyway, let's see. So we actually have a fair amount of cavalry coming at us today, which means that I feel stakes are very appropriate indeed. What's the best position for stakes? As close to the gate as we can get, basically. That'll be that. And then I think I'm going to send my veterans up here on the gate, actually. I want them to get some decent experience. And yeah, same thing with our Gondor archers. Then we have some rangers. They can feature over here. The EUR version of DAC. No, I'm not familiar with that too much. I've actually just basically played 3rd Age and then DAC. That's been my little world for Lord of the Rings themed Medieval 2 games. Yeah. Okie dokie, and we have, what else do we have? Well, we have cavalry over here. Yeah, well, let's put the Wardens of the White Tower somewhere around here, and they'll be flanked by the Gondor defenders. They are retrainable via our way station, if I recall, and they are excellent, so then we will spare our infantry. Okay, so there are more mechanics at work over there. Okay, nice. Well, I mean, that sounds like an interesting mod. I would be down with checking it out sometime. At the moment, I just haven't. There are only so many hours in the day. Now, catapults are going to be interesting. Yeah, okay, maybe we shouldn't put our wardens in that particular spot. Okay, we're gonna do it with pikes. Yeah, because the siege equipment that we have now got at the Black Gate sort of changes our dynamics a little bit. Yeah. Let's get the veterans up. Oh, hello Anna, joining the party, and I'm happy to have you. delighted with your presence. Everybody say hello to Anna. You know, maybe she's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna shout her out again. She's a game maker in her own right, and so if you feel like a little heartfelt indie adventure would make your day, then head on over to Steam and make it happen. It's called Don't Let Me Die. It's basically all the work of her and then a friend of hers, and they have made everything from the visuals to mechanics and music. It's a lovingly made little thing, a small scale development, and it's available for free to play. Doesn't even take that long to run through if you're so inclined. So I just really heartily recommend it. It's a beautiful little story. So here they come. They've got all sorts of cavalry. They're kicking up a bit of a dust cloud. So dusty are the lands of Mordor. But up from the wall, we can look at it all. We can see them come in, we can see them fall. In fact, maybe we should put our infantry a little further back. They are mostly a stopgap. And then we have wardens on the flanks. And of course, if the toilet is burning, it's a Danish phrase. You don't need to know what that means. Well, if shit really hits the fan, basically, then we can bring in the Axemen of Lasana. For now, suffice it to say, our archers are gonna make their day. In the Dirty Harry kind of way. Is that an outdated film reference at this point? I guess there's a pretty solid argument to suggest that, yeah, Dirty Harry is a bit of an outdated reference. I'm terribly sorry for having brought it up. Let me have some water. Oh yeah, of course, the Rangers are so awesome, they're just firing from such a distance and actually having as good firing arcs as anybody else. Let's shoot at some halberdiers, I think. Bloody heck, the Rangers actually killed a bloody troll. You guys are just too good. You need to leave some work for the rest of them to do. So many decent Mordor troops on the field today, and quite a lot of them are just gonna die. Yeah, these Variag Lancers, they're gonna die. These Lucian's Rim, they're gonna die. These Variag Lancers, they are gonna double die. Ooh, some Temple Wards. Swordsman of the Dark Temple. But regardless of how decent their troops actually are, and they are pretty decent, I guess, they're going to be met with quite a deficiency once they're actually through the gate. Because we have something waiting for them. And they're shouting about it. Ballista.
Catapult!
Catapult. All ready to go.
For Gondor! Take them out!
This battle of the Black Gate is gonna hurry up a little bit. I've just decided. If you guys can hit these buggers, then I guess do. Why not? Why not shoot them? Just because we can.
Look out!
Yeah, okay, alright, I see that. They're not doing great firing arcs from back there. But it was a nice little experiment. The archers have stalled for lack of arrows. That's okay. We'll just keep them up there. Keep the towers engaged.
The enemy are battering down the gates!
Yeah, maybe we should shoot at the trolls a little bit. Just a little bit. Just give them a little bit taste of that old medicine.
Blast their eyes!
For whatever you've
The
got
enemy's
left.
ram is through our gates!
Not much, but yeah. And now,
The enemy have the walls.
catapults and
Defense for
ballistas.
all will be lost.
Trained on the enemy, right where they stand. And you guys just, yeah, stay where you are. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Oh, would you look at that? Well, I suppose you need a decent look at it. But you're getting that now. Now we will see our siege equipment in action. Our pikemen are basically being sacrificed here. But we're okay with that because they're decent at holding a line. And the Olokai will be very decent at dying. Oh my god. Yeah, that took a few trolls. And the Lancers are already very unhappy. The cavalry are mashing their way through stakes that are killing them. Ouch. Let's shoot for the temple wards because we want something that are going to just maintain their course, really. Soldiers of Gondor, just yeah, everybody, just be on guard mode. The Loch in Rim are basically gone.
Captured the enemy's general.
We've captured the general, and now the army will start routing left, right, and also center, as it happens. Ouch! That was like 4 trolls down in a volley.
Half their men.
Yeah. It's sort of working, isn't it? A few friendly fire casualties, but yeah, okay. Ooh, that was a good shot. Impaling a little troll. There's still 4 Olokai and 7 trolls left. Mark my words, those bastards will be the last to fall. Oops, there falls another Olokai. 3 left. Silence them indeed. Ooh, nice shot there, little catapult. I like that. Ooh, they have Temple Marksman. One troll left. Yeah, the trolls are easier to kill in melee, that's why they've been dying recently. The defenders have gotten the better of them. The Olokai, they take so many hits because of their armor and extra hit points. But that's okay. What do we have here? Halberdiers running away, but they're turning around. They'll come back. You know, I'd still love for those catapults to do the work that I tell them to. Not that I don't appreciate them bombarding our own troops, but I'd much rather bombard the Olokai, to be fair. Maybe they just deem it so that bombarding the Olokai is bombarding our own troops, and they take umbrage with that idea. Well, it is certainly bombarding our own troops when you do it that way, isn't it? Stop it! Ah. More than anything in this world, we just want to promote love and understanding, don't we? But here we are, massacring fleeing troops with catapults. Yeah, they don't seem that good at hitting them anymore. So I reckon it's time that we send in the big boys. It's time for mopping up this motley crew of enemies. Even the rangers, you can just stop shooting at this point. Is that 2 different crews of marksmen? Yeah, it seems so. Oh wait, no, it's the same crew, same one crew. Let's do some leadershiping. We're gonna axe those things to death. We nearly already have. Yeah, throwing men about, throwing men about. Ouch! Stop hitting my men! My soldiers of Gondor have deserved better than to be molested by you. Oh, there's a Temple Marksman over there. And more over there. So they did have 2 units of them. They did have 2 units of marksmen. Time to hit them.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, okay, the marksmen have just decided to waste all their precious armor-piercing arrows on a project that simply would not work even if they wanted it to.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And my understanding is that they tried it, so they did want to. But it was just not meant to be. Alright. The Wardens of the White Tower and Gondor infantry alike against the Temple Marksmen. Yeah, this is not a terribly fair fight. We don't want it to be. We want it to be decisive. Let's run out the Rangers. And the cavalry. Because there'll be enemies coming in over here. They've got them, and we want to counter them. There you go in your little black cloaks. I suppose they're grey or something. Still pretty menacing. Don't like it. I'm gonna menace you back. The Rangers bringing up our cloak game. And our enemies come marching in. Yeah, just a few of them left. Okay. Keep an arrow ready. And smash. Why did you find this campaign so long after it began? Well,
If we continue like this,
don't worry, everything's on the on my channel. You can absolutely still catch up, just not tonight. But I will stream episodes of this campaign again, I'm sure. But yeah, everything is up there. The majority of them are pre-recorded anyway, right? They're already recorded, and they were since before I started streaming even. So, Capitan Burta, I pray that you will stay and have a lovely time with me on the channel. Tell me, Captain Burza. Oh, Capitan. Yeah, Capitan, right? Yeah. Capitan Burza. I feel a certain kinship with you because you're also a captain, apparently. We have achieved the same rank, it seems. Anyway. In jest, of course. Yeah. Where in the world are you coming from? Right, my friends, this is it. We're gonna mash these guys to within an inch of their awful little lives.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, they really don't like it, do they?
The field. Pursue and run them down.
But now they will be run down by the Gondor cavalry. And they will basically all be gone. Their efforts for naught. They'll have to get back in the saddle at a later date. And before the Towers of the Teeth accidentally kill Forlong, I am going to call it this battle quits.
Our foe is utterly
But very good, very good, very good.
Let all remember this day. Remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Ooh, look at that. Catapult. 513 casualties caused. Ah, well, it's great to have you from Poland. And if you've been looking for a channel like this, well then I can guarantee you that it has material enough for days. I've been at this for a while. yeah, but basically, this channel is all about just me having fun with games that I can relax with on a daily basis, and heck, a lot of the time it's going to be medieval 2 type modding stuff, because that's just it's a game that makes me smile, as it does right now, and you make me smile for joining the stream, so thank you. I mean, coming from Poland, I can even tell you that I have I have family in Poland, because my father, after conceiving me with a fellow Dane, he found out that that was not the family of his dreams, and so he ended up marrying his way into a Polish family. A family from what was called Sadowice, I believe it was.
Watch for the enemy.
Alright then. Sauron, can you pay? Oh! Sauron did not wish to depart from his cache, and so our executioner had to go smash, smash, smash. That's what happens. Oh yeah, I do indeed play the guitar. And I'm happy to do so. I also do sing a bit. So occasionally I might just spontaneously break into song. You have been warned.
Ready your weapons.
The history of the Black Gate being called that, well,
Maintain order.
so if we're talking sort of Lord of the Rings lore, then basically
Ready your weapons.
Mordor means black land, Dor land, and Mord black. So one to the other. And it was named so by the elves up in places like Rivendell and Midland over here in the Grey Havens, and so a lot of things when it comes to Mordor have simply been named thereafter. You know, it's basically the elves having decided that Mordor being a black land, they have named it as such, and the Black Gate has sort of taken a name from that. And sometimes, you know, the books will also refer to Barad-dûr as like the Dark Fortress and stuff like that. So it's all part of the conception of Mordor being this place of desolation where nothing grows. So instead of, you know, the green woods of Eriador, or even, you know, Mirkwood, which used to be called Greenwood before it started getting corrupted by Sauron's influence. That was all, you know, naming things for how the elves perceived them. That's sort of a thing that happens. Also, I mean, color is used a lot in naming conventions of Middle Earth. So you also have the Mindorluin, which are the White Mountains. You have the Eredluin, which are the blue mountains, and then you know, the grey mountains up here in the north. So yeah, bunch of things named after colours. And the red hills, the iron hills over here, because there's a lot of iron in them, and that makes stone rather red. Ah, why I renamed it the Grave of Giggles. It's because we've killed so many Mordor armies there. Yeah, I basically decided to rename it because well, first of all, we killed so many armies there, so we were giggling all the way to Mordor's defeat. But grave comes from the fact that we lost Earthon, one of our major generals here. He was a cavalry general, and he shall be sorely missed for the rest of this entire campaign. But yeah, we will struggle on without him. And so then it became... So it went from being the Gate of Giggles, where Mordor went to die, to becoming the Grave of Giggles, where laughter goes to die, because we lost such an important character there.
Approaching quietly. Is that what you want? Your will,
And speaking of giggling at the death of orcs,
marching to war. We are victorious.
we're just going to continue going after them, I guess.
March to exhaustion.
Gonna smack them all around the Emyn Muil. Emyn Muil. Now, let's see. This time we have a slightly better treasury, but that's also in part because we haven't really scheduled any buildings that we weren't able to pay for last time. First of all, we're going to upgrade Thalos to a stronghold so that it might be nigh impregnable to attack. That would be great. It's going to be a frontline settlement for the foreseeable future. Of course, we are heading for both Dol Amroth and Ethelyn, so we can restore some order to Gondor. And Imrahil is going to help. Actually, we're going to besiege Ethelyn right away. Anagamite sits in there, but he's got limited options.
Protect the blood of Numenor. Captain
Urging orders. As you wish. Joining forces, my lord. Awaiting your command. Ready your weapons. My lord.
We're just going to put so many units there that he's not even going to think about rising up against us. Yeah, cavalry generals are so good. It's always, yeah. Yeah. Especially because he was, you know, it's a general with a cavalry unit that we don't get. You know, he was a Silver Swan Knight, and we just don't get those in this here campaign. So it was a unique unit in every sense, and we lost him. Now the Gondor cavalry is basically the cream of the crop for us, and that's a sorry state of affairs, if I have to be so honest.
Have a taste of my blade, my lord.
Ballista, you go to Minas Morgul, or Minas Ithil. Speaking of renaming things, as you already have. Oh. That's an extraordinarily gracious thing for you to do. Thank you for the 5, those would be Schlotti, right?
Captain of Gondor.
Let's see. We have some troops up here. Yiltik of Khand has decided that his fate might be to attack Heldenur. I say good luck, we've got Osgiliath veterans, so... Yeah. But just in case, we're going to send some more cavalry down, and we're going to train some more militia, I think. Because they may still have a heck of a lot of small, little, insignificant ground forces. Oh! Happy to provide all the content of your So what else are we doing? Well, Cannonball can upgrade. That's of course tempting, but it's a future problem in financial terms. Let's see. Annulond also engaged. Aethering. We could do something here. Aethering. I don't know why it suddenly turned into like half an Irishman. Aethering. Or almost Scottish, I don't know. I watched a Scottish dramedy type film the other day. It was okay. Not terribly memorable, but the Scottish accent was probably the most memorable thing about it. And then the opening scene. The opening scene was quality comedy. Then it sort of trailed off a bit. Not that I want to turn this into a film review channel. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Tell me if you want me to go into Total Waffle film reviews. Though I suspect most people would be happy for me to not pursue such a thing. Adaval, you are a magnificent guy. Renowned father. Who is your father? Adaval. I'm happy that I got the currency right, by the way. It's a pleasure. Ooh, Kuroyon. Okay. Well, interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, he's renowned as a management talent for sure. So, well, Araval, you mighty son of a gun. Oh, you fully understand the part about the Scottish accent then? That's just bloody lovely. I am in no way satisfied with my Scottish accent, so if anybody finds it grating, please do let me know. I will stop. It's just occasionally I find accents fun to do. Where do we want to send them? Let's send them to Brethiel for now. Or maybe... yeah, we send them to Brethiel. It'll be a contested space.
Captain of Gondor.
Now, we have a bit of a situation over here. Ah, it's that particular army. You know what? We can do something about that.
By your command.
We can combine our forces and then, you know, divide and conquer, basically. Grashluk is an army we could probably handle on our own. And so, by golly, we're gonna do it. Median in Karas. Ah, you know, actually that's a very opportune thing. So what he's gonna do is march over here and protect the blood of Numenor. Oh, okay.
Let us set up camp here.
Okay, but now he's got a veteran officer, so he'll be that much better at handling them next time.
Assail the enemies of Gondor. Yes. Joining forces. I'm gonna stick you.
I'm gonna get you next time. Alright. Time for Hiluin to go kick some butt. That's the one cavalry general we've got left, so we really don't want to lose him. But now we've got some reinforcements and we're dealing with only one of the two Isengard armies, so I am optimistic.
Don't let them any further.
And then, sudden and terrible, the sound of the great horn of Helm rang out. But this time, it'll be on our side.
The tide of battle seems to
Well, I suppose it's on our side in the books as well, right? Because you are reading from the perspective of the free peoples of Middle-earth. The representative of whom stands before you today, or sits before you today. Here Lewin on his high horse, and I on my chair. So, 3 teams. The melee, the horses, and then the folks coming in from the flank. It's possible we won't need them. But it's always good to be safe as opposed to sorry. Helloin, my lovely lad, you are going to charge down those ballista men. Those ballista peeps. In fact, actually, we're going to send the cavalry militia to charge down the ballista peeps. And the Pineth Gelin will simply follow suit. In a flanking maneuver for the ages. Oh, sorry, I'm bashing about my microphone. It's a generally accepted practice that bashing your microphone about is going to annoy anyone listening. So I'm going to try to not do that. Right, the cavalry militia did not really pursue them, or charge them probably as I would have loved. But, you know. Mama. And their friends are just not going to help them, they're just going to let them die. So much for friendship, eh? Yep, they're just running back here. Bugger me. Well, we're gonna walk a pike line toward them. And Team 3, they'll get here when they bloody get here, damn it. I'm sorry for all the swearing, I probably shouldn't do that. It's just I'm having so much fun, you know. I'm having so much fun with this little game that we're playing. I'm having so much fun with the game that we're playing. They shoot at the cavalry militia, we ride the militia away. We don't lose that many, so that's nice. A couple though. Alright then. Here comes the cavalry we've all been waiting for. Oof. Goodbye, archers. A little banner carrier riding in and just going, ah! I'm gonna hit you with my sword! So far, so good. 28% of them gone. And we have barely suffered a scratch. I will say it's a little surreal to see them just accept their casualties like this. Oh, battle in a fort in this mod, yeah. I love communicating with my viewers. Actually, I started streaming only recently in this whole YouTube thing. I've been at it for years, but only recently started streaming because I've made some upgrades to my internet connection, so now it's actually viable to do. Yeah, I mean, fighting in a fort, it varies greatly from place to place on the map. So some places like this, the fort is an afterthought, basically. An afterfort, if you will, because the towers don't really work. And that's by design, I would expect. They're supposed to be sort of weak, but and the towers are sort of built in as a feature into the game, so the modders can't really get around them. They have to be there, but they have made it so they don't shoot anything. Just to make them a basic camp for your troops more so than an actual fortification. So it's basically a set of walls and a gate. That's what this type of fort is. That's also part of the reason why I'm sallying out. We have a decent army for sallying out, plenty of cavalry, and we could get the upper hand on these people. Other forts, if you go to, say, I mean, our actual Rohan fiefdoms, then you will find the kind of forts that really make life hell for an invader. You'll find stone walls, plenty of towers, strong gates, all that good stuff. And there are also some elven forts that are particular. You know, they will have they'll have little walkways for your archers, elevated walkways from where they can shoot the enemy, and their towers work. So, you know, there are all sorts of little forts around the place. But yeah, ask away, ask any question. I am happy to read, happy to blabber on, happy to make us all part of the show. Okay, the berserkers are basically ready for us, so charging them is not going to do much good. But here comes our reinforcements. Our reinforcing army.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Excellent. The fighters are running. The infantry are shaking in their little boots. Let's see. This is Hirluin, our finest cavalry general, and he absolutely takes them by storm. But they do have several hit points, these guys, so... Or multiple, at least. Yeah... no, we haven't quite routed the infantry. Ah, bugger. But they're running away regardless. They have realized that their battle is lost. Oh, thanks for showing up, guys.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to
Okay.
press the attack.
Yeah, okay, I guess we're done here.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
So, some losses, but, you know, we also healed some of them, so it's not too bad. We'll come back from this. And, then we'll move on Derweth. Now they will not have the strength to resist, he says. Knock on wood and all that. But yeah, but to answer your first question, I have battled so many. I have done battle in so many forts in this mod, and we will again, probably. It's just a matter of time. There are some forts dotted around the south of Harandor, you know, the land south of Gondor, where it all, where we will be holding them at forts at certain times, I am sure. Ballistar. Do you want them? No. They seem to have the money, but they didn't want their prisoners back. Hirluin, you have a job to do.
Sail the enemies of Gondor.
And then we're going to stick these guys in the fort. And save a little bit of cash. Beautiful.
Orders. Yes.
Retrain them when money allows. Gelibrin needs a project again when money allows. I want to make it a shipwright actually, because it does boost trade and it also boosts growth, and that's all a lovely thing. Both of those things I like, but actually if we're going to do that, a more cost efficient way of doing it is probably just to build some farms. So we're going to do that too. And then build a shipwright, and then build public fountains. This place is going to grow like there's no tomorrow. and then eventually we'll build a militia garrison. Grave of Giggles is upgrading a bunch of armor and weapons. Yeah, and that's a fine place to be. Though I will say, no, we can't even take the Anfellas pikemen in because they're going to cost too much. They'll be ineligible for retraining because of the cost. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, a fort like this one down here. Plenty of arrows, plenty of towers, plenty of help from the game to just crush your enemies and see them driven before you. Let's end the turn, I guess. Unless we want to move out of Dantalad, but I'm not really feeling it. You know. Nah. Should we keep most of them here? I guess not. Because most of them are completely useless here. In terms of retraining and all that. So I'm just going to say we will leave behind the Gondorian soldiers and we'll leave behind Otar. Otar. Yeah. Otar, I suppose, is the preferred name. Yeah, and building a militia garrison here would be nice. Because the enemy might come to us before we know it. And yeah, that's about that. Nah. Okay. Dol Guldur was just passing through, it seems. Okay. Alright. Well, pass through then. Fornast Fallen. Okay. I have not blockaded Umbar. I'm sorry, it's just so far away, I can't be bothered. Yagur, I'm pursuing you into neutral territory. You better appreciate me bashing you about like this. I don't do this for just about anybody. Or maybe I do. I don't know. But I'm going to send the militia to Dantalad after this. How's the conversion going? 18%. We want it higher. We want it higher. Higher. Which faction has the one ring? And are there other rings? Other rings, the rings exist as auxiliaries, and most of them don't have any power beyond what the auxiliaries can do. So kind of limited to the stats of the generals that hold them. Such as, Elrond has a ring, Gandalf has a ring, and then Galadriel technically has the ring in the books, has a ring of power in the books, but I believe in this game it's actually given to Celeborn. I think he holds the ring because this game doesn't really have female characters, and they didn't want to demean Galadriel by making her a diplomat. As for the One Ring, it moves around the board quite simply. So at the moment, the ring was last sighted around Isengard, so we would have had to taken that settlement in order to obtain it. So it works in the way that the ring will just from time to time show up in a given settlement, and then you're given 15-20 turns to get there and seize the settlement if you want to take control of the ring, and then doing that will enable you to take it to Mount Doom, which at this point we would be in a pretty good position to do, given that we have established pretty good access to the plains of Gorgoroth and Druin. So yeah. And when you do that, take the ring to Mordor, then you have the chance of destroying it around Mount Doom. And if you do, then Sauron and Mordor just go out of the game, basically. All Mordor controls turns rebel. And you can just go in and mop it up and become the mightiest empire the world has ever seen. More wardens, please. I want more wardens. Okay, now we have a bit of money this turn, so our building projects might actually take a little bit of a spicy turn. Catapult maker and Caandros, I think that's a good idea. So we can get up to a trebuchet maker. Trebuchets are nice. They've got the longest range of any siege unit in the game, and I like it a lot. Do you want mines and Balorn? Income isn't really a strong suit over here. Although trade could actually be. It's got decent trade location, but again, we need to curtail corruption somewhat. And what do we need in order to curtail corruption? We need better buildings from the next tier of the settlement. So actually what we want to do is grow. So that means port, and it means sheep farming. But the guard barracks is nice. We've got some Gondor cavalry, we can send that over. In the general direction of Isengard. Ooh, hello there. Speaking of Isengard, they of course hold Luju, which is, you know, the region containing Alkford. So they sort of have a thin sliver of land over here, and we're pressing them on their eastern side. Yeah, getting more military buildings out here would definitely be an improvement. So, guard barracks, please. Yeah. Get your more Pinnath getting cavalry, please. We're retraining Anvil's pikemen, very good. Send more pikemen up north, and maybe train some Gondor infantry around here. Sutherland. You know what? Building a barracks will take care of that corruption, so it's basically an income building as far as I'm concerned. I love the building armories. Yeah, it's a nice feature with the ring. Actually, I appreciate its presence a lot. I use armories for basically one or two different purposes. I use it either as a defensive building, though I do tend to prefer taking the initiative on the enemy rather than letting them attack my towns. Yeah. But a lot of the time it'll just be worth building simply for the economic bonus of negating corruption. If you can get it to negate more than 100 worth in corruption, then it pays for itself over time. Nice feature with the ring. Yeah, it's a lovely feature because it gets you to do the little role-playing thing of getting into Mordor. Alliances at the moment, yeah, okay. So, basically I have the ones that you start with. We start with Dol Amroth and Rohan, the natural allies of Gondor. And they are still our allies to this day. Enemies, yeah, everything that we start with, plus Isengard. But yeah, those are the allies that you start with. Brethel, more growth, I think. We just wanted to grow. Ooh, this is a nice unit of Gondor Cav. I think I would like to take over this fort. Send this cavalry over here. we basically have an army worthy of this place. Actually, you know what? Araval, you're going straight into Mordor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to sort of order you back and forth like this, but you gotta go into Mordor, my friend, and you gotta take out some bloody beasts. I would love to have an additional ballista crew for that job, but do we really have them available anywhere? Not really.
As you wish.
Oh wait, why am I sending troops up there? It's a bit silly. Well, at least they can go both ways, so if they end up being needed for the defense of Osterthil, then we can conscript them into service. We should probably train some additional troops. What Yiltik's plan is, I do not know. Pelagia, we need to do something with this place. We have good trade infrastructure now, but we would love for this place to grow. It's already at very high tax rate though. But I'm sacrificing a bit of growth for income so that we can afford more growth buildings. Sometimes that's a trade-off worth making. You know, if you can still build more buildings, but don't have the cash to do so, then take the cash. The growth can come later, unless you're really desperate for population, which at this point none of our native settlements really are. Oh wait, a Gemilthagard. Settling matters on the field of battle with you. With you. Okay then, good sir. Maybe I will. Ithland. He is a strong opponent. Let's wait. Either we need to wait for 8 bloody turns. You know what? We'll build some siege equipment. And next turn, we'll be at him. And in the meantime, let's make it through all these generals that are suddenly barging into our way. This is going to take a little bit of a while. These guys don't go down quickly. The Argenaic generals have such armor stats that it's really kind of crazy when you think about it.
Units, await my orders. Assemble the men.
But you know, we do have archers. We can wear them down from afar. And then we have a couple of the Sonic Axemen built for the job. Right, dear archers. What I want you to do is run forward and attack those guys with all of your arrows. With all of your arrows combined, you shall ruin their day. Yeah. Let's just go for it.
Pick up your bows, countrymen. Be ready, archers.
Yeah, then it's just about waiting, basically. Waiting until they're worn down. And it takes a heck of a long time, despite the immense number of arrows that we are throwing at them. Ah, yes. The Ardenheim turned red. The Ardenheim turned red. They turned dark brown and red. That's what happened when they bled. The Ardenheim turned brown and red. And now we'll run in with axes, don't you know? We will run in with axes, don't you know? The Lasonic axemen, they aren't just for show. We will run in and decapitate them, you know. Oh, they seem to be running away. They seem to be running away. Whoa, what a happy day. We see them running away. Yeah, spontaneous singing. That's basically what's going on around here. They're not even fleeing. They're just kind of dawdling off. Decided against this whole fight. They just don't want to do it anymore. Oh, the Ardenheim are running away. The Ardenheim are running away. Running away, running away, running away. It's slightly comical with the Sonic Axemen running in the way that they are. Okay, let's do a little bit of a, you know what we can do. The Lasonic are chopping them down. Oh, their general's dead and now they run around. But we shall run them down before they go to town. We shall always strive to run them down. The Ardenheim are running away. The Ardenheim are running away. We shall strike them down before they reach town. The Ardenheim are running away. Oh yes. Okay, I think that's about enough of that for now.
This is a clear victory.
I think it's a clear victory too. It's a triumph for song over, I don't know, cowardice or something. I really didn't land that, but you know, we do what we can. We do what we can. Oh yeah, I missed that question. Are you going to be capturing Cirith Ungol soon? Well, I mean, we basically just did. In this version of the mod, Cirith Ungol is a fort. But yeah, this fort that we just took over here, that is indeed Cirith Ungol. So. But yeah, spontaneous singing is becoming increasingly a thing on this particular channel. So strap in, boys, while I strap on. My guitar, that is. Yeah, and then we're just basically gonna treat Mindlazir to the same fate that befell his predecessor. Preemptively strapping on guitar. Ah, don't be sorry you missed that. Not at all. In fact, if you go back and watch previous episodes, we've done a number of battles in Cirith Ungol. So, there's plenty there. It's a decent battle map, Cirith Ungol. I mean, considering that it's basically just described as a tower in the books. And, so, building a battle map in this particular engine is a bit of a challenge. Particularly a battle map that does anything with it. Alright. You know what? Maybe we should also have our Men of Gondor. So, where are they? Oh, there they are. I am cooking up a crazy plan, don't you know? I'm gonna send my archers over here on the flank, and then we're gonna take these lovely guys and bring them forward. Are you ready? I feel a song coming on. I can feel the song coming on. For Gondor, for Gondor, our birdies fly. For Gondor, for Gondor. They're gonna die. I spotted a guy the other day. He didn't have much to say. He was a king's man, he said, but Gondor needs no king. And so I shot him. Add music in the description. Well, I suppose I could do that. The arrows fly. The arrows fly. And so we sigh. For Gondor we cry. For Gondor we sigh as we hit them in the eye. As we sigh for Gondor, we cry for Gondor. They're gonna die. Those Artunaic bastards are gonna fly. They're gonna die. Right, so where do we stand with these guys? Maybe we should speed up the timer a little bit. But yeah, indeed, I do have some music in the description. Sorry, not in the description, but I have some I have music out there on the interwebs that can be streamed and perused for your very pleasure. So if you're into what you're hearing, then there is definitely more to be heard. I'll tell you that much. Though usually I don't I mean, in the past I didn't combine my my gaming and my music spheres very much, but I'm just thinking more and more. You know, what the hey, it's a fun thing, and especially if you guys would like me to, then I will link you to it all day. In fact, why don't I just, you know, while our little blob here blobs away. There's a music link for you all to enjoy. We enjoyed a clear victory. Whee! And I didn't manage to turn on the music there, so there we go. That's I guess that's not a million miles off, is it? Unmute sound.
Choice, my lord.
Ransom him. Oh, they can't afford it. Well then.
We've destroyed them.
Ooh, okay. What do we have here? This could be a tricky situation.
Be gone.
There is an army over there. And is not playing friendly. Oh yeah, there are definitely more platforms for my music actually. Let me just dig out my YouTube channel. So if you just want the same stuff that's on Spotify, then you can go to this one. But actually maybe I should just you know, I'll but yeah, I also have a channel here. I have all sorts of music projects. So yeah, but those are YouTube channels that that you can take a look at, so to speak. Featuring basically the same stuff. With various bands. Some that are of my own music, some that are not. It's all a big mix of stuff. And I'm actually working on a new video with a lovely Argentinian singer called Julieta Rodriguez. Yeah. But returning our thoughts to the matter at hand. Oh, there's a heck of a lot of Arjunaic bastards over there, and they've got some decent units there. Barutha's Watch, Marines, Nadjitarik, Naturbawib. That is the kind of army that can really ruin your day if it comes in back flanking you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to besiege Dol Amroth because that's basically putting myself into a trap where suddenly there are 3,000 Arjunaic soldiers that are outclassing us. And this army cannot really afford to be outclassed. So we will wait for the siege of Etheland to be concluded and then bring our full might to bear upon them. And maybe they'll attack us. I mean, if they do, then we will definitely take advantage of that situation.
Maintain order.
But we kind of need better troops in this army. And we need some of them replaced with fresher forces. You're welcome, Capitan Burta. It's lovely to hear from you. Really, it is. And, I mean, let me know if you like the music, I suppose. I'd be most happy to know, and I shall keep an eye out for you anywhere. Let's see. So, the purpose here for Minas Ithir is to get an army together that can take on Storlad.
Ready your weapons.
Under the leadership of Eruval. We'll see what Yiltik decides to do with his life. but in essence, yeah, it's just not gonna be
Captain of Gondor.
pretty, is it?
Slay them!
Therewith can be besieged for an age, but I kind of want to besiege it for an age as opposed to just rushing into them. Oh, we have a merchant here. Oradil. That's a lovely source of money. If we can get him to sit in a profitable spot. Not many of those around here. But you know what? There are some lovely, lovely gold mines up here. Okay. Not that good, apparently. No. I was hoping for more from a gold mine, to be honest. What else can we do? Ooh, we can send them up to the Shire or something. Get some lovely pipe trade going. Pipe weed. Yeah, let's do that. We'll send them up to South Farthing.
I shall continue tomorrow.
He's sort of already on the way there. So
At your service.
he'll journey up. Oh, I have a sneaking suspicion he won't make it through Tharbad, but we'll see. Tharbad is quite the choke point of Middle-earth.
Awaiting your command.
Let's end the turn. Let's see. We're closing in on 10 PM, so it won't be much longer before I have to call the stream.
The enemy has surrounded us. We are besieged.
Ooh, but maybe you'll get a siege of Minas Morgul before we're out. Oh no, Therewith seems determined to become the last battle of this episode. So what have we got? Borgu with his troops and Lagduf, Nathkai. Where do you get all these troops from, Isengard? Are you sneaking them through Rohan? I guess you are. Rohan must be struggling or something. They're not doing their job properly, I tell you. Nathkai. We are not well equipped to deal with them. Withdraw.
Retreat! Draw them back!
They really just don't want us to take that place. Which makes me all the more fervent in my desire to take it. Trade with Dol Guldur?
Yes, my lord.
I mean, if you insist. I guess we're trading with the Easterlings, so we may as well.
Yes, stopping here.
My lord.
Okay, Mordor has gone back into let's spam troops toward the gate mode.
Stick you!
Okay.
Have a taste of my blade! I'm gonna stick you!
So what is this army? Ah, okay. It's all trolls and beasts and things. All the nastiness.
Have a taste of my blade!
But the troops are not that good. Sort of regular orcs. Rank and file orc type things.
Forward!
Let's upgrade Araval's armor. And then we just really want to get some decent siege machines around here. Elazwil. Ah, you can now build stuff cheaper and trade a little better. A lovely trait for you to have, given that you're sort of on a crossroads settlement for the entire nation. It's hard for me to put into words just how relieved I am to have taken Tarnost back.
Captain of Gondor. Protect the blood of Numenor. Captain of Gondor.
Archmen, maintain order. Assail the enemies of Gondor.
Okay. Do it. Good. Alright.
They are gone from these lands.
We have gained a turret.
Ethelland is still predominantly Dunedain. That's actually really good. And we can get Anfala's pikemen here, which is great. It means we can retrain them here. Once the governor's quarters is restored. Ooh.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Okay. This army needs a little bit of love.
As you wish.
But we've got some love to give.
Joining forces, milord. Splitting the troops. March to exhaustion, continuing later. By your command.
I feel like getting more Lavedan clansmen in there is good. Why is the capital in Ethering? Because of management cost? Yeah, basically, yeah. It's a decent midpoint for the entire realm, and it did reduce our overall corruption across the board. If we were to expand and take Mordor completely, then of course Minas Tirith makes perfect sense as a capital. But until that point, yeah, it's fine. It's fine to keep it here in Ethering or something similar. Tarnost, maybe. Giltic stands still, which is always a curious occurrence. So we'll get some extra troops down there, just to be sure. Eastern Skillius has built a thing, they can train a thing, and now they can build another thing. So can Minas Ithil.
Ready your weapons. I'm gonna
They're splitting up now. Karas is under siege. It's a siege we can probably hold at this point. Karas is now a defensible settlement, so that'll be okay.
my lord.
I mean, we can still send some good cavalry their way, of course. The graveyard of giggles. Chicken farming, perhaps? Gotta grow some... Gotta get some chickens going in Mordor, I tell you. Let's get Stewart's Hall. Stewart's Hall is long overdue. So we can also upgrade other aspects of our creation. Our military-industrial complex, as it were.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Camiran, you're doing just fine. Stay where you are. We will let you know when we have need of you. The grave of giggling chickens. Well, I hope so. Though the giggle would be short-lived because, of course, chickens in the service of humanity tend to be rather short-lived. It's a yeah. Or maybe we just promise to only use the eggs, right? We're running a very vegetarian chicken farm. Rarely works that way, I suppose. And also, an egg is not. I mean, can you really defend an egg as a vegetarian option when you know that it's literally the embryo of a chicken that never was? It feels like it very much feels like the physical feature of a chicken. Anyway, that little thing aside, let's see. These guys could be retrained in Tarnist, and they probably should be.
Captain of Gondor.
Forward. Awaiting your command.
This infantry here needs to go.
We'll make camp here.
This infantry needs to head over,
Protect the blood
say
of
hello. And with that, I think we'll have a decent army for taking on some enemies.
Yes.
Dol Amroth was making a decent stand of it at Linear, but yeah. Cavalry, the cavalry. Nah, I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved so far. Ethelland is ours. That's definitely a plus. I think the unfertilized eggs are vegetarian. Okay, but not vegan. Fair enough. Alright. Okay. If we draw the line that if a foodstuff has not been alive, then it cannot be vegan. Then by default it cannot be called a meat. Then yeah, okay, I can see why that makes sense.
Your will, my lord.
You know, we may have called the sailors of Middle Ages that drank their own urine on board long voyages many things, but cannibal was not one of them. I grant you that. Okay, retrain those. I'm just trying to figure out how to best counter these
I'm gonna stick
beasts.
you.
I guess getting some Lebanon Marines would be good. So let's get more of those. I have these Citadel Guard and Gondor Infantry. They really need to get over here to Fanwilond.
By your command.
Yeah, Lebanon Marines go up north. Can we get them over here? Yeah, we can. Okay. And that will be pretty decent, as all that goes. I think we're gonna go for one more turn, everybody. You're gonna get one more turn. At least in part. Okie dokie. Let's see how our ballistas can hold up in Cirith Ungol. Can you reinforce the Cirith Ungol defenses when it's under siege? You can reinforce it from the other side. Yeah, so if you put troops on the left-hand side here from Minas Ithil, yes, you can reinforce it against the other side, and they will come on the side they will come from the opposite side of your attackers. So yeah, it does work, and it's a reasonably good thing to do. We're not doing it this time because my basic thesis is that if we can't kill the beasts, then any troops we will put in will be lost anyway. So this battle is all about killing the beasts and wrecking as much of the army as possible on top of that. But these troops are essentially cannon fodder today. I think I prefer good factions, and the record of the channel does also show this. I think it does bear that out. So it was requested of me recently that I should probably do like the goblins or something. That would be interesting. I've never really played the goblins in any great detail, so that would be an interesting play. So the gist here is that I'll put ballista over here, and from here they shall strike fear into the beasts basically, and hopefully also some trolls. Yeah, and as for our archers, they will get up here and they can do a decent job, but when the enemy gets in, it'll be all about the infantry. And our infantry are decent at holding a location like this. They really are. And archers, you don't need to do anything because this is all about this is all about the ballista right now, and if they're able to do a good job, then we will have done a good job. Come on guys, just stop right there, just stop right there. You're right where I want you. You're right where I want you to be. No. Oh, that's nice. Flaming ammo. Let's scare them as much as we can. Yeah, they'll try to throw some javelins. They'll hurt a couple of people probably, but it won't be too bad. Oh, try again. Oh, he's so close. So close. But if they stand still now, you can definitely hit them, so do so. Do it. Do it. Yes! Ha ha ha! That's amazing. Okay. This gives us hope. Alright, little beasts. Run free, my friends. You're about to do lovely things. Oh, what happens if they run into trolls, I suppose? Will they just fall over and die? Oh, they didn't hit them. No. But they hit some of the others though, and that's really good. Because as you see, they don't get up again. It's very good. Ooh. Ram bang schmangada bang. Smangarangatang. Okay. Now our ballistas. Yeah, the ballistas are basically carrying our defense against the beasts. Okay. And now we'll see if they can hit a troll or two. This is much more of a long shot. Literally a long shot. But we're gonna try. But yeah, Oscar Moles, I do prefer good factions overall. My favorite factions are the good factions. I really enjoy the Wood Elves, for instance. I really love them as a faction. Ooh, nice. Got one there. Can we hit the Olokai from here? Ooh, maybe. And now the beasts are just mulling about down there at the bottom of the map. They won't trouble anybody no more. Which is a shame, because they were troubling our enemies very nicely just before. But yeah, the Woodland Realm, they are probably my favourite faction in the game. I just really enjoy them. And our ballistas are unable to reach them, even though they think they are. But, no. Okay. Okay. Yeah, turn archer fire on is probably a good time. Our arrows will be more effective when the enemy has sort of come inside. Tried the Eregian faction. Is that the High Elves, Oscar Moles? The archers will be more efficient once the enemy is inside the walls, I think. But yeah, we'll have to do some stuff for sure. If the Eregian faction is the High Elves that you're thinking of, with the Smiths of Eregian, then yes, I have indeed. I have indeed tried them. And I enjoy them a lot. There's something satisfying about just grabbing the Smiths of Eregian and smashing them into something and just watching the enemy scatter completely, because there's basically no
The enemy's ram has breached the gate.
unit in the game that can withstand the Smiths of Eregian if they put their mind to something. The submod where I start an Ostathiel. Okay, I don't think I'm too familiar with that. Archer battalion standing by. Okay, let's slow this ride down a bit. Not right down, but at least part of the way down. So far we've made some decent moves, but we do need to make more great moves if we are to win this. But we can do some stuff. So the trolls are badass, but they will not be completely impervious. Okay. Our ballistas are basically doomed now. There's no way they can maneuver through this. Ah, bugger. So, yeah, but like this, our archers are basically with a 100% hit ratio, and that's pretty good. That's very good. Morale and guard wavering. Wow. Okay. Evil elves in a way. Oh. I don't think I have tried that. Is that like the First Age mod or something like that? I know there's the mod that deals with Eregian as a thing, kinslaying and such. Ooh, I haven't tried that. I guess I'd be interested to. Yeah, that sounds fun. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, time for some of the archers to help their friends. Though our infantry are actually holding the line very well. It's very good to see. They are good, especially when fully upgraded like ours are. Standard formation! Our biggest problem is that the Olokai are intact. So, that's gonna hurt us a lot. But yeah, a sub-mod that delves into the kinslaying, that sounds like it makes for a cool time. Nah, here come the Maulers.
Our foe has lost control of the fort.
Yay. Ah, that's because Buzz the crew have gone in there. Just hold on, my friends, just hold on! Just run away from them! Just run! Run for your life! Yes, do indeed make some haste. Will we be able to hold this siege? Not likely, but possibly. I mean, we are beginning to down the trolls now. The basic trolls are
Our foes
dead.
taken control of the fort.
And our troops are holding on very well, it must be said. Our morale is pretty steady. Yeah, Capitan Burza, I'd say it's an open question whether we can hold this siege. If we manage, then it's a real boon to us, because then we essentially get rid of all the trolls, all the beasts, everything. Oh, here come the maulers. And the orc arrows of our enemies are hitting their own troops more than they're hitting us, actually. You know what? Spearman, why don't you go in and disrupt those arrows, though? Just in case they manage to start actually being accurate. We don't want them to accurately hit us. Okay, Olokai is starting to fall. Yeah. Ah, the infantry. They do a good job.
The enemy is no longer in command of the fort.
Yeah, and there's no extra troops coming to help them. There are just those beasts out here. But they won't be anything. They won't be doing anything.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Yeah, I think we can win this. I think it is within our power. It's going to be bloody close, but it's possible.
We've lost half of our men.
As for the Olokai, we just
Enemy has command
have
of the
to
fort.
keep our troops attacking them and hope that they get tired of killing us after a while. Ugh, they are good, those trolls. They could break our forces. Our morale is beginning to waver a bit. There are signs that the tide will turn against us. And there's not much we can do if it does. This is it. This is all. Ah, no, no. Okay, we're lost.
No longer ours. The enemy
Yeah, the Olokai are really nasty. And now that we lost our general, they are enough to rout us outright. But we got it down to 4 of them. I can't be too displeased with that, to be honest. Like, our troops have defeated most of their trolls. We managed to take out their beasts. And we are technically still standing, however minor our presence may be. I can't be completely disappointed here because their army was so much bigger than ours, and we've taken out most of it. Some of it will heal, obviously, but we are now in a good position to actually take out the rest of whatever remains today and push further into Mordor. So it's a Pyrrhic victory for Mordor, this. And I'm saying that even before they've won, but they will. We can't beat the trolls now. I'm quite certain.
Our foes taken control of the fort.
Any recommendations what to do with Gondor? Because I tried twice turtling up. Seems to work, but armies just get swamped. Yeah. Turtling as Gondor. It can work, but really it's going to be a struggle because you have so many enemies. So you can't let them all take their sweet time. They'll build up and outnumber you on every flank. I mean, in this campaign, my approach was to secure the western side of Gondor as my first priority, and then move straight into Minas Ithil. And we basically took it quite early on. Taking that early on helps you against Mordor quite a bit, because it leaves you space and time to take Ithilien, and get that as a strong buffer zone so that a Skiliath can build up and become a formidable recruitment zone in its own right. So that has helped us dramatically in this one. Because you have some developed settlements like Kaandros, you know, and Minas Tirith, but if those get attacked all the time, then you can't effectively use them, and that becomes a problem. So strategically, it makes a lot of sense for you to focus on getting them liberated from the yoke of enemy sieges, right? You want to make sure that the enemy can't attack your most productive regions, and keep the fighting in other places, such as Minas Ithil. I mean, look at that. Gondor Spearman, 522. Good work. Yeah. So that's what I would do, and then make sure that Dol Amroth don't fall to Khand and Harad. We very nearly did that in this campaign. We nearly saw Dol Amroth fall completely, and now we're in the process of rectifying that because their help is just invaluable on the southern front. No! Yeah, we took a loss. But it's okay to take a loss. It's not a settlement. It doesn't provide any training opportunities for them. It would have been amazing to hold it completely, but we'll take it back. No problem. That shell of an army that remains is not going to stand in our way for very long. Oh! And then there is Isengard. Okay, let's bloody do it. Let's bloody do it. It's the last thing I'll do on this show tonight. It's been a long evening. But, I mean, I'm just happy to play this game, so I can go on for hours sometimes. So I'm just hoping that you guys enjoy it. But yeah, this will be the last battle I do tonight. I can feel my brain wearying of screen time, so I have to pay attention to that. So, here we have Duin here. A lovely Black Red Veil Archerman. He's got some help, and he's got a plan. You are not going to stand on the wall. That would be pretty bad. We're just going to basically put all of our melee troops in front of this wall. There's no reason to have them anywhere else. Yeah. Guess that's it. And then we have cavalry coming in, and they're going to be important because we're going to charge their catapults head on. These guys! Gondor cavalry! Knights of Minas Tirith! I mean, they might make it a bit later than we'd like, but they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. Maybe. Okay. They seem to be going for this side of things. Yep. Ouch! Together, knights, come! Doing here, move your men. They're about to be demolished. They got demolished. Move. That's the thing I've never understood about this game. Whenever a unit stands up on a wall and the wall gets attacked, the attack interrupts any action they may have been doing. Yeah, okay, we're gonna lose a wall.
Fight on. They must get no further.
It's not a huge loss. We can deal with that. Oh yeah, catch me yawning on camera now. Da -da 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 -da. Okay. And then we need to do the same to the Bowser crew. And then watch as their troops helplessly run into the hole in the wall that their friends have created.
Be ready, archers.
Da -da 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 -da. Very good. Good job, dear Gondor cavalry, and you didn't even lose half your troops in that maneuver. Which, you know, could have happened.
Archers at the ready.
Archers at the ready. Load up your bows, my men. Give 'em what for. Ah, now there are some wargs coming through the door. Let's show them how we greet cavalry charges around here.
Defensive positions. Be ready, archers. Never again. Attack the land of my people fall into enemy hands.
Shoot for the reavers. Ooh, there's some raiders coming on. And there goes Ugnak. He was riding a warg, and the warg was felled by pikes. Perfect. Perfect. To be honest, we can deal with the raiders just by interrupting them. If somehow that fails, then it's good that we have some infantry here, but
For the moment,
otherwise,
the fortune of
it's
battle
all good.
goes our way. Let's pray it remains
Our defenders are
such.
doing a great job.
Archers at the ready.
Look at that, they just run away. General abilities work. Okay, yeah, so any general has the ability to rally troops with his horn, but some generals, unique generals typically, will have the ability, will have an ability bespoke. So basically they have a specific ability, so this one increases combat effectiveness, unlocks morale, but it also, you know, the extra effort is also slightly draining on the stamina, but that's something you can just activate at your leisure, and it has a cooldown period, but it's usually worth to do it because extra combat effectiveness kind of just helps overall. Right now our troops are absolutely just holding them right here at the wall. It's actually pretty beautiful.
Archers at the ready.
Oh, that's why we suddenly lost a bunch of troops. That's yeah, okay. Let's put a stop to that. Yeah, so the general's abilities will yeah, so a bunch of Gondor generals, for instance, have the leadership ability, which is this one. Then there are some that have like defensive stance, such as Boromir. He has defensive stance. Lewin has defensive stance, which again is a bit more defensively minded. It secures morale and stuff like that. Decreases fatigue. Ah, you're welcome, Capitan Burza. Absolutely welcome. Pleasure having you. A pleasure having you. And a pleasure seeing the Gondor cavalry doing what they do best. Raiding behind enemy lines. Ooh, they really don't like Dwynir. But I suppose if they wanted to kill him, then that is a way to do it. Dwynir is this fellow here, who has a unique bodyguard. Of Blackroot Vale archers. Not the strongest unit, but you know, it's an archer unit, and archer bodyguards are not that common for us, so it's just nice to have him, and he has a unique ability and a cool little ethos, right? And he's a character from the books. He comes to the defense of Minas Tirith.
Half the enemy force remains.
Pippin sees him walking through the land.
The enemy army flees the field.
Ooh,
Pursue
all
and run them
flee.
down.
Well, that's good news for our cavalry. Time to get some experience, tee hee hee. Nom 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 nom. They're just gonna eat all these orcs. Oh, those are our troops. And we eat them for experience, basically. Nom 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 nom. A lovely, lovely Uruk barbecue. Or maybe we should go for the raiders. Yeah, these guys will run this way anyway. They have to. Nom 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 nom. Experience is wonderful. And I believe it actually makes cavalry more proficient at charging the enemy properly. You might have noticed occasionally that sometimes cavalry doesn't charge the enemy properly, even though they have decent conditions for doing so, and usually that will be because the unit cohesion, you know, there's something in the game that goes, no, they're just not going to charge properly this time.
This is
And
a clear victory.
a high experience count helps mitigate that malaise. Good. Yeah, good, I say. We did it. We've defended Karas very successfully. And it is absolutely time for this stream to reach its preferred conclusion. So I will sit up straight like a big boy. But if Saruman has become evil, as you say, then their doom cannot be long delayed. Alright, yeah. Okay, paying ransoms now, are we, Isengard? What an interesting little change of pace for you. Great that you were able to hold against Isengard. I think Gondor performs better at open maps, but I'm just judging from Ungol and this battle. It really depends. To be fair, I think we actually performed well at Ungol because we were up against an army of like 16 units, and we had like 8 So we were outnumbered in every regard. So the fact that we were able to inflict upon them such an amount of losses that we were, speaks volumes to the quality of our troops. At least that's what I believe. And now that good old Araval has means, well, that just means we are going to send him up. We're going to send him in to take care of this fort once we have the Lebanon Marines. So that'll be another 2 turns from now, basically. One's to get them into Ithil and get them retrained and everything, and then boom. But overall, I think, I mean, Gondor is a very flexible faction. In many ways, they were designed to be the all-round faction. A faction that has a bit of everything. So they have a little bit of cavalry, but not the best cavalry. They have some archer options, but not the best archers. They've got some pretty damn good infantry, I would say. But there's no category of the game where they just have nothing. They even have a decent navy if you want it. You can train very good ships that'll wipe the floor with most of the ships you'll find elsewhere.
I will not waste words on you.
So overall, Gondor is a solid pick if you want decent variety. And they also have a variety of different troops from different regions of Gondor, different fiefdoms, as it were, which add a bit of flavour to the campaign. You know, you're not just
Onward.
ooh, interesting. But yeah, you're not just forced to work with one limited core group of units. You actually get different troops from Ethring than you do from Cereland and from Anulond. I mean, of course, you have your core, which will also always be, you know, your standard infantry and those things. But you know, you get, especially early doors, you get Anfilas pikemen, you get the Peneth Gelin cavalry of Cereland, and it's just a joy to work with because you get all these options.
Ready your weapons. Slay them.
Yeah, that's not going to go well. Okay. Yeah. We lost, but they lost more.
Yes.
Yeah, our troops performed better at Caerdungol. Part of the reason for that is also that they were just higher level, right? They were better trained. They were from our heartlands. Where we can train a bit of everything. And you can see a more complete roster for the faction at Minas Tirith. So, you know, we get Fountain Guard, which are elite pikemen, very, very strong, but very rare. We can only train them here in Minas Tirith. Getting cavalry, Gondor cavalry. So these guys have a strong charge, but they just, I mean, their armor is way for thin. They don't really last long in melee. Gondor cavalry, better armor, and they are better against cavalry, and better in prolonged melees. Then you've got Osgiliath veterans, which are basically some. How do you describe those? They're sort of a mix between. They have the missile damage of Ithilian Rangers, which are some of the finest archers that humans can get. And then they have the range and accuracy-ish of archers. Slightly better than, but similar to that of archers. And then they can play stakes, and they have a very decent melee attack. They're basically, you know, what if you mixed together Gondor infantry and Ithilian Rangers, and they could lay stakes, which is pretty great. they're not as rare as the Fountain Guard. Warriors of the White Tree. Actually, no, you get some stuff like that. Yeah, you get Wardens of the White Tower. Wardens of the White Tower are the finest melee infantry that you get, basically. Locked morale, can't be broken. They inspire nearby troops. They're a wonderful thing. Yeah. But this episode is definitely going toward the end. So basically I'll just I'll clear out these messages because they don't come back after us loading a new game. So that's the only way I can get those messages, is to go through them now. And after that, I'll basically bid you all a very fond farewell. But we are building a lovely stronghold in Gondor. We're upgrading a lot of settlements these days, which is really nice. Tarnost is now ready to kick into overdrive, as it were. Kind of thinking we need some good armor around here. But we also want a steward stables for Gondor cavalry. That'll be nice. They are handy. Ethelyn. Yeah, there's not enough population to really make the tax worth it, I think. So I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Grow the population a bit. Ethelyn just needs to grow. 13,000 folks before we can upgrade it. That's a lot, especially from a low population standpoint.
My lord. By your command,
A song for the
we
end.
can go no further today.
I will do it for you, my friend.
Your will.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. Alright then. Let's do it. Thank you everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for caring to stop by my stream. Knowing that you're out there, let me say it's a humble dream. It's a lovely day tomorrow, I'll have to say. It's a lovely day tomorrow, and so to rest with my darling I must go away. It's a lovely day tomorrow, a lovely day tomorrow. Thanks for turning out. I have no doubt that we'll be seeing each other again. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. But then again, it's all digital, so I wouldn't worry about that anyway. Tomorrow's a lovely day, and I hope that you can feel a bit of joy. Tomorrow's a lovely day. no sorrow. The next episode is gonna be on Wednesday. We're gonna be going to the historical mod of Byzantium. So, be kind to yourself, be good to those you love, hug those that love you, if you can, and I'll see you soon.